Sapupus, there are times in a man's life when he is so captivated by something so amazing that he can't help but cry. But Anwar Ibrahim's dedication was not one of those things. Sapupus, remember Anwar Ibrahim's penghargaan luar biasa? Turns out, it was luar biasa, but not for the reasons you expect. He finally decided, after multiple days of delays, 23rd July, 10:30 AM, media outlet. And as part of his world-shaking gift to Malaysians, you get 100 ringgit, you get 100 ringgit, you get 100 ringgit. Congrats Sepupu, pinjam 100. Next, we have a Malaysia Day pre-holiday on 15 September 2025, also known as pre-Lee Kuan Yew's birthday. Wow, wonderful. Not as wonderful as Rahmah Madani,
which is like cheap groceries basically.
Toll remaining the same, electricity bills going down for 85% of the country, and finally, akhirnya, harga minyak sudah turun. Oh wow, good job, it only took you 2 years. Ayo seluruh anak pertiwi, semarakkan Malaysia Madani. Let's be real, right? I know that you and I both know that 100 ringgit is not going to change the country. I mean, if you want to compare to Singapore,
just look at what's happening for SG60.
They don't go screaming that it's luar biasa, and you probably know that 100 ringgit or 24 US dollars is also, by the way, about 2 billion ringgit from taxpayers. Which means, by the way, you and me, assuming that you're part of the 15% of the people who are actually employed and who actually pay taxes in Malaysia. Malaysia Day pre-game sounds nice. It's minus 1 day of work, productivity, and GDP though. And if you've ever been a part of the STR shopping line trying to figure out what specific product you actually get to claim that stuff on, I think you know there's gonna be havoc. People questioning, scratching their heads, abandoning shopping carts, and by the way, going back to the good old days citation needed of a certain prisoner who is seeking house arrest. So yes, none of those things are really luar biasa. What is luar biasa though, is the fact that this man was 15 minutes late. The live stream started at 10:24 AM and it started playing videos and hemming and hawing, and when it got to the 6-minute mark at 10:30, they were still playing videos. 100,000 people waited for 15 minutes until the 20-minute 40-second mark before the live stream began. I remember it very clearly because I was at Nick Ahmad's office today to interview him for a podcast, and somebody in the office, I won't say who, literally just turned to me and said, you know what, I'll take what this guy is giving, but I ain't gonna support him no more. So oops, I think I speak for many people when I say that most of us understand the constraints of our country. Yes, that was that Tim Tia video talking about how this man is casually saving all of us. Clap clap, how wonderful, clap clap. But I think that you and I both know that leadership is not about the big grandiose things, but it's about the small things, right? Like how you behave, how you interact with people, whether or not you can keep your word. Which means, by the way, if you're gonna say 10:30, then show up je lah, 10:30. Why are you making 100,000 people wait for 15 minutes, throwing away 25,000 work hours, and then giving a long militaire speech ceramah that nobody is interested in listening to, while glazing it to sound like you are granting salvation to the entire Malaysian population? We don't need a savior. We don't need some messiah that looks, talks, walks like an Anwar Ibrahim. I mean, it's just as Tan Sri Rafida Aziz said, no need to appreciate the people or to bait them just to get votes. Just work for us with sincerity, integrity, and responsibility. Which means showing up on time. Waliao I really don't want to sound like some annoying school teacher or your parents in Cherok Tok Kun telling you simple things like, oi, budak berhinggus ni, you ingat appointment bila? Lewat! Get your ass out of bed. No bro, like, I don't want to say that, nobody wants to say that, but if you're gonna make us wait for something stupid like that, then yeah, like, we are going to scold you. Like, literally, one of the most simple and basic things that a human being can do when they are trying to get trust from people, right, is literally just to show up on time. It would not have been hard for you to do so. I don't care what kind of traffic jam you might have had, what appointments you had before. If you're going to say 10:30, then make it 10:30 lah. Kenapa dah kecoh sangat ni? Are we asking you to turn the country upside down, make our KDNK rise to 15 trillion, and make Trump kowtow to us and ask for tariff leniency? No, Sepupu, no. Anyway, showing up on time would have been way more beneficial than giving us all 100 ringgit. Although I don't know what low-income people are going to say about about that. If you need 100 ringgit, then congratulations, enjoy your 100 ringgit, I won't judge you. But your grandiose going around announcing public holidays and stuff like that is not helpful for your image in the eyes of Malaysians. For all your hundreds of different media agencies, PMX, I think that you need to understand human nature a bit more. You read so much literature during your undergraduate degree, you read so much in prison. I'm sure that if you just sit down and think for a little bit about how to gain the trust of people, you don't need to go out and then do this sort of ketimbang thing where you are literally trying to catch our attention like a cetak rompak Najib, when there really isn't a need for you to do that. If you're gonna do some kind of announcement like this again, do not make us wait, cause I can tell you for a fact, Sepupu, if you're going to make people wait, right, it's probably better for you to not even make the announcement in the first place. But what do you think, Sepupus? Did you enjoy Anwar Ibrahim's extraordinary token of appreciation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye.